Okay, well, I've got 6:03, so I guess I can call the meeting to order. We do have quorum with 7 members, myself, David Emberley, who are in the room with Jessica. We also have Julia, Elizabeth, Michelle, Heather, and John Clinkett, and I believe that's the 7 of us. Miss anybody? I just wanted to welcome everyone here to this electronic AGM for the Heritage Foundation. And as we know, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the foundation is practicing physical distancing and all the members are participating electronically, except for those of us who I said are in the room already. So in order to ensure that the meeting functions smoothly, we need to set up some ground rules. So please keep your phone or computer on mute. Use *6 to mute on your phone. We'll attempt to utilize voting for anything that we do. You can raise your hands on the screen, voting yes or no. Hopefully everybody has found that. It's located on the bottom of your screen when you open the participants list. And if you are on a phone, which I don't know anybody is, it's *9. If we have a problem, I'll ask the secretary to conduct a vote on each member and it'll be called upon alphabetically to state your yay or nay verbally. Regardless of the voting method, then I will say what the result of the vote is. And at any time, if you want to speak, identify yourself first, please, so everybody knows who it is. We may not be as familiar with the voices, or somebody may have a poor connection. So everybody got those rules? We're also being broadcast to a probably small, minuscule audience on the region's YouTube channel. So, but yeah, I don't know, conduct yourselves appropriately, I guess. So I wanted to welcome everybody to our annual meeting now. My count is right. This would be about the 47th or 48th annual meeting. I'm happy to have us here. I guess we're all aware that our goal here is to help promote and preserve the region's unique heritage. And when the region was first formed, they're bringing together the 5 counties and each of them having their own unique heritages and things that they want to present and flavors. We try and incorporate all of that into our meetings and into where we present and the people that we try and absorb into the meeting and where we advertise for grants. As all of you know, this is probably our first full year running under the new letters patent. We were trying to focus on getting more, I guess, out there in the community and making people more aware of grants and so forth and our awards. Of course, the common thread running through everything is it's been a bit of a slow year, but we were hit with after we got started and then we had a couple meetings after the new letters patent. Then we had Christmas break. We got back, had a couple more meetings, and then we've been canceled. So I wouldn't characterize it as one of our busier years, at least not in my 10 years or so being part of this. I think our applications are down a bit, but we'll work to get those back up. We do have some applications coming in, so I'm happy to say that we're hopefully back on track. As people hopefully know too, we've extended our awards grant applications period, and hopefully we'll have those awards up. And when things get back to whatever normal is, we'll be able to present those awards and have a bit of a show and a talk then. So I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight or logging on. I anticipate this will be a fairly short meeting. I've probably doubled it by the length by what I've had to say, but I'll let you get back to your evenings at the beginning. So thank you again, and I've enjoyed this year, and let's hope we can continue or start to grow more next year, and maybe set the groundwork for that in our next meeting which is in 2 weeks, our regular meeting. So thank you again. So I think we'll move to the first order of business, which is approving the minutes from last year's AGM. These were included in your packages. Hopefully you've had a chance to take a look at them. Could I get a motion by someone to do that? David Emberley on my immediate right has David Emberley has passed the motion or moved, and additionally, I've received, there were some corrections in the notes that were provided. Hopefully you've had a chance to take a look at those. I don't know if anybody has seen anything else in there, but I guess I should probably be asking for a seconder on that motion. Oh, Julie? Thank you. Does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns? All right, could I get a vote for all those in favor? David has his hand up. Julie. Any opposed? None opposed. It looks like a full approval unanimously, and that would be carried. With that done, I'd like to get a motion to adopt the annual report for this year.
So move.
John Klinkett has given us the motion. Do I have a seconder? Yeah. Michelle. Yeah.
Locations, but it didn't include any corrections that you had submitted.
Okay. There's a brief discussion going on here about some corrections that were made, but Michelle did second that motion. Yeah, so I mean, there were some corrections that were submitted by David. And I don't, David, do you have those handy that we would want to?
The years, the foundation incorporation year is 1974.
Right.
And at the bottom of that page, $2.6 million, not 1.5 million. Yeah. And the Heritage Advisory Committee recommends awards. We don't actually make them.
Okay. Okay. So yeah. So if you didn't catch those, a correction on the date of incorporation of the foundation is 1974, 1973, and our total spending is in excess of 2.6. Our total grants allocated are in excess of $2.6 million. And David pointed out that the Heritage Advisory Committee actually makes recommendations for awards. They do not actually grant them. So does anybody else have any?
I had a question about the awards. Do they not normally list the award recipients in the AGM?
Yes, we do, but we've delayed the presentation of the awards until September or some other time in our last meeting. So
right. Okay.
So we've extended the application period till I think the end of June, if I recall, the end of this month. So, yeah. So are there any further questions or comments? Okay, all those in favor of accepting the annual report as amended with 3 items? David has his hand up. Everybody. Those opposed? Once again, we have full acceptance of that. The motion was John Klinkett. Seconded by Michelle Lee. Next, we're moving to the adaptation of the election of directors for the board. Sorry. Oh, the financial statements. Yes, I'm sorry. I keep missing. Too many things to look at for me. everybody here can remind me. So financial statements. Connie, do you have anything? Are you here for questions, or do you want to say anything? Are we?
I don't have anything to report. So.
Okay. So we've seen the statements. I'd like to get a motion to adopt the financial statements as presented. Michelle, and seconded by Julie. Okay. Yep. I'm looking on one side of the screen and the other side, and there's a bit of a lag. So seconded by Julie. Anybody have any questions? We went over that last meeting, so forth. All those in favor? David is in favor. Looks like everybody, once again, of the voting members. Anyone opposed? And the financial statement is carried. Adoption of the financial statement. Now we come to the real exciting part where I guess I wanted to jump to early, is the election of directors. In your package, we had two applications for directors, one being John Clinkett. The other is for Barry Martin, who is a potential new member. The roles that we're looking, I believe, are they 3-year? They're both 3-year terms. So I'd like to open the floor. We've got those two nominations, but if there are any nominations from the floor for additional board members. There appear to be none. I will then close the nomination for that. And sorry, I keep forgetting, do we need a motion or not? Yeah, okay. So I would like then, could somebody make a motion to for the election of John Clinkett and Barry Martin to the board? David Emberley does. Does anybody second that? Julie again? Okay. Any questions, discussion? Excellent. All those in favor of electing John and Barry to the board? David. Everybody is there. Anyone who opposes? That was carried unanimously. So thank you. Okay, so that closes the business of the AGM. I want to remind everybody that our next regular meeting is 2 weeks from tonight on June 23rd. And I assume that we'll be using the same technology to do this. I guess I open the floor. Does anybody have any comments, questions, anything that they'd like to say? All right. Could I please then get a motion to adjourn? David Emberley at my immediate right. Could I have a seconder, please? Okay, Julie. All right, the meeting is adjourned. Thank you everyone for coming out tonight and having a record short length meeting. See you all in 2 weeks, I hope.
6:17.
Well done, everybody.
Have a
Bye.
Good night. Bye.